Hi class, this is Mrs. Bissot here. Now that you're done listening to the story, When Daddy's Truck Picks Me Up, please take out your Wonders, Your Turn practice book, and please turn to page 213. A 2, a 1, and a 3. 213, it looks like this. And please write your name on the top where it says name. I will write my name while you write your name. Mrs. Bissot. Okay, so now let's take a look at what they want us to do here. Point your fingers at number 1, and you have 3 pictures, and let's see what we are going to be looking for. It says, circle the character who is picking up the boy from school. Who is the character picking up the boy from school? Is it the mom? Is it the dad? Or is it the teacher? Who is picking up the boy from school? What is the whole story about? Well, let me give you a hint. It's on the title page. It says, When Daddy's Truck Picks Me Up. So who's picking up the boy from school? Daddy, yes, Dad or Daddy is picking up the boy from school. So let's go ahead and circle him. We could cross off the other 2 characters. They were in the story, but they did not pick him up from school. The mom dropped him off, and the teacher was with the boy at school, but the daddy was the one that was picking him up. Okay, number 2 now. Point your fingers at number 2, and you have 3 more pictures. Now we have pictures of settings, so where the story takes place. Now let's see what they are asking. Circle the setting that Daddy is in during most of the story. Where is the daddy at in most of the story? Not the boy, the dad, the daddy. Was the daddy in the bedroom where he was playing with little toys? Is that what the dad was doing? No. Was the dad in the classroom? Was the dad on the road driving his truck? Ding, ding, ding. Yes, the daddy was on the road trying to get to his son. So let's cross off the others. The other 2 were settings where the boy was in the story. Remember, he was in his room at the beginning, and then he was in his classroom waiting for his dad. Okay, number 3, it looks like we're going to be writing a sentence, and it says, write about why Daddy is late. Why is the dad late? Remember, he got a little bit late. Now, was the dad just coming from his house to pick up the boy? No, if you remember, the dad had to travel very, very far through many, many different types of roads and through traffic and all sorts of stuff. So the dad was not close by. He was very, very far. He drove through tunnels. He drove through farmlands. He drove all over. He drove through the mountains. The dad had to go fill up his truck because he drove so much he ran out of gas. He drove through a bridge, through traffic. It was a long trip for the dad. So it says, write about why Daddy's late. Why was he late? He was late because he had a long trip. He had a very long trip. It wasn't down the street. He was very far away. So he had to drive a lot. So let's say he had a long trip. Okay? So in the story, when Daddy's truck picks me up, Daddy was late because he had a long trip. So we're not going to write all of it down, but we're going to write he has a long trip. All right, so let's go ahead. Let's get our pencils ready and have your spacer ready to make sure you put spaces in between your words. Now, the first thing you need to do is start your sentence with a capital letter. So he, we're going to write our sight word he. He is with a capital H because it is at the beginning of our sentence. So capital H and lowercase e. There is our first word. He. Get your spacer and you're going to put it behind the E. He has an H, has, and an S. He has, move your spacer over, A. How do we spell A? Just an A. Very good. He has a long trip. Okay, so over here we're going to write long and trip. Long. So, oh, what's the first sound you hear? L, O, A. An O, an N, long, and a G. Now G starts under the dotted line and then it will hang under the ground. Long. Make sure you're writing all your words and all your letters so neatly and using the lines to help guide you write very neatly. He has a long trip. We could say a long drive also, but we'll say he has a long trip to get to the voice school. So move your spacer over behind the G and we're going to write out the word trip. It's a T, lowercase. Remember, everything else is lowercase. R. Trip. It is an I. And what is the last sound you hear? Trip. And a P. Look how easy it is to spell things now that you know how to sound words out because you know all your letters and sounds. Reading dot and period. And let's reread our sentence to make sure it makes sense. He has a long trip. Who has a long trip? Dad. If you wanted to, you could have written Daddy or Dad has a long trip. But we used our sight word he. It works perfectly for the sentence and it makes it a little shorter. Well, friends, thank you so much. We can't wait to see your awesome completed work and I will work again with you later. Bye.